New podcast. Welcome to a new podcast. We said that the last one would be the final in the current version of the studio, which is true.
It is true.
Here we are. This is a temporary studio, although
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
So I don't know what it looks like. I can't see the screen, so maybe it's appealing.
It's not bad, yeah.
I'll tell
Actually,
ya.
let me flip it around so I can make sure we don't have any technical difficulties. Okay, now we're good. So.
It kind of shook. So do you like the settings still?
Oh yeah, sure. So, anyways, tell me about the progress on the new studio that you're building out. You're kind of spearheading.
Yeah. First off, I need my Zyn cans right there, and then second, I need my cup.
I'm sure the audience is just very engaged.
They're riveted by
all
this
all
right now.
Your needs right
Yeah.
now.
So, anyways, it's a work in progress, but it'll definitely be done by the time you get back from this little work endeavor trip you're taking. 2-ish out of 3 walls almost complete. I wouldn't call them complete because it's still missing a little bit of wallpaper.
What was that little giggle right there?
Because they're 2-ish complete, so they're not actually complete at
I
all.
see.
You know, you get.
Come on, pal.
He's being needy.
Come on, up. Go ahead. Okay.
But I like where the theme is going thus far, the decor and whatnot, the colors and everything.
Yeah.
Got to get a lot of the neon lighting up. And unfortunately, the room will be done, but still waiting on some, Boning said they're making a neon sign for us to be able to put up in the room.
Shout out to Boning.
for
They'll
doing
go
that.
ahead and be the sponsor of this portion of the episode, Phenomenal Veins.
Yeah.
And you could actually buy Bow Disciples veins, both blazers and alphas, on bowdisciples.com in, I believe, 6 different colors, and with actually two different logos. So you can get the Bow Disciples text or the logo itself across all the veins. And we got all sorts of cool colors: red, green, white, orange.
Yeah. Did you get the new colors already up on the website? Even though
No,
there's
they're
pictures?
still not up.
Yeah, so maybe I'll add that to the task list. Don't let me forget, so I can put them on the website.
But anyways, shout out to Boating. And then
Yeah.
another thing I want to touch on is because of sort of rearranging the studio, which is going well, but it's largely sort of unusable right now other than my office space, my desk. But you're also building out a new section sort of in the corner of the living room here.
Yeah.
A nice aero station where you have everything you need, including a mod saw. You got a new mod saw. Shout out
Yeah.
to them for sending it for you to play with.
Zero clue how to use it, but I'm going to watch some YouTubes because I'm guaranteed there's probably about 100 out there that would tell me how to use the thing. But it looks really good, It looks good. Unfortunately, it is right in smack dab in our living room, but, the price of condo life. But it's coming together well. The mod saw's there. We do have to find somewhere. Paper tuner might just come up and go down, because I'm not hanging that from my ceiling in the living room.
No,
I don't love archery that much.
It's meant to go up and down. That's the whole purpose of it. Like, it's meant to be like a quick release.
Yeah,
product.
but we don't have the stand.
You don't need a stand. Josh has you do magnets from the ceiling. It's pretty simple.
What are you going to magnet to the ceiling? There's no
Just
metal
like
in the
strings
ceiling.
or whatever, you.
But there's no metal in the ceiling.
Well, I know, but the strings you screw in to the ceiling, and then from that strings come down. That have
I'm not
magnets
putting
on them.
hooks in my living room.
You put
ceiling.
holes in your walls all the time.
For decor.
You do love decor.
I do.
Look at all these knickknacks in the foreground.
Yeah, they're fantastic, and it's autumn, it's fall time, even though you can't tell in California.
Probably a bit too many knickknacks.
No.
I bet I want.
But anyways, we'll go back to my arrow stand. So
Yeah, I love your arrow.
Once we get back from, you'll get back from your trip, but then about the time you get back on yours, I think I have maybe a week, and then I leave for my trip. So once we get back from that, we'll start the arrow experimentation.
Good. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited for it. I think
Still need some lighting, I think, and whatnot over there.
I
But
think that'll be very good for you. You've always kind of been interested in, fletching arrows, cutting.
well, I did it
You're
way
intrigued.
back in the day, but never to the point of like cutting my own arrows
You're
and putting in
intrigued.
my own inserts.
You're intrigued by arrows, so I think it'll be kind
Yes.
of a fun process for you to take on, and could also be some additional content to the channel that we haven't really delved into a whole lot. And your broadhead penetration test really did quite well, and the comments are very positive that people liked it from someone of your size and stature. And now you could kind of bring that to the arrow building a little bit.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe like we could do a fun video idea where I want to try a different build and then you kind of put it together. Like it could be fun,
Yeah.
So we'll have some
And maybe
different-
one day you build.
Maybe, probably not, but
Probably not.
but I can probably film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So lots of projects and new chairs, of course.
Yeah,
you love the chairs so much.
I wish they were recliners, and also you do have an extraordinarily high furniture budget over the years we've been together. I can't even count the amount of chairs, couches, beds,
Well, I have to find the ones I like.
shelves.
And I have these ones.
I think other men probably know my struggles listening to this.
Probably.
Yeah. So, also, we just did a double summit hike.
Yep. Albie's over there dying right now.
He's tired. That was fun, though. Why don't we talk a little bit, if you would like. We did actually touch on it in the video that'll be out Sunday, but it's not out yet. Very fun 3D shoot. Competitive, too. 2 competitive battles in the video. It was very good. It's funny. 20 minutes, believe it or not. 20-minute video. Yeah, it's really good. But in the video, we talked about it a little, but we never have on a pod, I don't believe. But you are down, you said 21 pounds in that video.
Yes, I am.
Why don't you talk about that? That's a big accomplishment because you weren't big to start with. So percentage-wise, you've lost a lot of weight. So
Not maybe big.
I mean,
to start with in your eyes.
You weren't 300 pounds.
No.
is what I'm
So,
saying.
how to say it? One, it's not Ozempic, everybody. I wish. It'd be a lot faster and a lot easier.
It's better to do it. this way.
Yeah, it's a struggle. But no, at 5'1.5" inches tall, I touched some weights in college and whatnot that were on the heavier side for me, but nothing to what I got to. And this is also my longest standing relationship. Like I never made it to 4 years before.
Yeah. So basically, you kind of
I kind of just got lazy.
Here's what happened. Let me. It's kind of a phase, and then you can go back to your story. You were single, so obviously you got in good shape to court a man. Then you courted me and stayed on it for a while, and then we dropped anchor into what I call the complacent phase.
So we'll go all the way back.
But
no, not really, because like prior to coming out here, I had gotten ready for OCS, Officer Candidate School, which I think I went into Officer Candidate School at about low 120s, and I came out at 118, but gained a lot of muscle there. I mean, you do sit-ups, planks, and core workouts every day, and then you run a mile, and then I think once a week we ran 3 miles, but you ran at least a mile every day. And so you do, if you go in relatively in shape, you come out really in shape. And then from there, it was COVID. And so I was going through, as a junior officer, you go through a lot of schools in the beginning after you get out of officer candidate school. That's more of like a training, and then you go to schools. And for schools during COVID, you couldn't go to the classroom. So I was sent to Rhode Island for 2 months to live in a hotel. And one class we would go in, the first class before I think COVID really got serious, we would go in person for like half the day, and then the other half you did from your hotel room. And then the second class the next month, the entirety of it was from a computer in your hotel room. Government spent a lot of money. All those schools, just FYI so you all know, also exist in San Diego. So I could have just done it and stayed in my own home and not cost the government like $20,000 in a hotel fee. But nonetheless, they sent me to Rhode Island. So what else do you do but like, I did gym workouts in my hotel room every day. And so I came out of there 2021 or 2020 very in shape, and then kind of held that for like a year or two till about I met you. And I was in the one teens when I met you, and then just, slowly over time fell off the bandwagon.
You drop anchor.
Dropped anchor hard.
Yeah. Well, I think that happens often in relationships, and I know it's more stereotypical that it happens to women, but it does happen to men as well. But I think that over a long enough period of time, you probably were like, okay, I now am personally not happy with what I'm feeling like, looking like. I'm assuming.
So at my peak, it was either 145 or 147. Like, that, when it's not muscle, because I'm not saying that weight is bad for someone my height. I'm sure there are people near my height that do weigh about that. But they probably look like dang bodybuilders because it's muscle. Mine was not muscle. So it was just heavy to carry around on the mountain, on hikes. It hurt my knees to run. And that was a big part of, prior to you, through OCS and onward, it got to the point where I was probably running about 5 miles a day. And between, probably that's not good for my biologically bad knees and genetically bad knees, and ship life up and down and whatnot, and boots for 5 years of your life, steel-toed boots. They just got bad, and so running was not really in the question. I think we're going to start to work into that. We could get into our challenge later, and upcoming ones. So anyways, about end of May, before we headed to Hawaii, I said, this is too much. It's too much. And so that's when I quit vaping, which was a struggle. And that helped significantly just in some weight loss. Like, you do inhale a lot of sugar when you vape as much as I did. And then it was just healthy dieting. I'd say that primarily just that. Like, I'm on and off getting better at going to the gym and doing exercises and whatnot. Way better than I had over the last 2 years, but still not doing it, other than our challenge, not doing it daily. So I, like, when people say, like, diet's not going to do it. Fake news. Fake news.
Diet's probably 95% of
95% of 145 at the end of May. We'll give or take a couple pounds. Probably give, not take, because it was for sure at least that. To right now, I didn't weigh myself today for reasons still nothing. But 124.3 was the last day on the scale. So that's somewhere around 21 to 23 pounds down since June, July, August, September. 4 months. 4 months. The average is losing like what a month? Would you say, like 3 pounds?
Usually a pretty good goal for weight loss, like depending how heavy you start.
1 a week?
Between like 1 to 2 pounds a week would be aggressive. So like 1 pound a week.
Yeah, so 4 pounds.
And then, of course, over time, that's going to slow down
4,
as you get
8,
leaner.
12, 16. So I'm a little bit above average. And that's just primarily from dieting. Like,
there's a home
not
run on
heavy,
TV.
Nice. Not heavy exercising or anything like that. And I'm still above average in weight loss.
Diet, I mean, they always say, like, one of the old adages from bodybuilding, weightlifting is abs are made in the kitchen. So, like, it don't matter if you're training your tail off. That's all a diet thing. And your diet has been really good. And it's helped me a lot, too, because my training has always been on point. I love to train. I love to train. It's just something that I enjoy doing, and I need it in my life. But you and you've definitely been, I would say, probably 90% disciplined, maybe even 95% disciplined on your diet. And I would say, but you've helped me go to probably 80%, 75, 80%, which is really good. I mean, I would think about the shit I was eating before we were doing any sort of watching our food intake. And it was so much garbage, chips and bread and pastas on the like just pointless.
So I guess
shit.
to get into that, like just the basics of what is this quote unquote dieting. I don't even like using the word diet because I feel like it's such a fad word for like
lifestyle.
cutting your food, and it's a healthy lifestyle change. So like one, I do not, and I'd say I'd say 95 to 98% successful at this, is no sugar whatsoever. I'll give myself that 2 to 5% in like sugar alternatives. Like if I have coffee, I'll have sugar-free, which is just like stevia, sugar-free flavoring.
I think you have to preface that a little bit by like saying you ate a shitload of sugar, right? You had a horrible...
I love sugar.
Because you were eating, I mean, pastries and ice cream and
Cold
cakes
Stone,
and shit.
Donuts.
Coffees that literally are like a fudge
frozen
sundae.
coffees I mean, when you look at those...
horrible.
Like, I mean, just like, you're consuming 1,000 calories, which like, if people are on like, are true like bodybuilders and they're on a cut or something, they'll intake 1,500 calories in a day.
While
you're
training.
having that, while training. You're having that in just your coffee.
And not training.
And that's 30 plus grams of sugar just in your coffee.
No way.
It's just nuts. And like, sugar was really my big kick, was what I wanted to kick and what I contribute to the majority
sugar
of
and pastries, I would say, like breads and
which also were sugary pastries, aka they combined both the carbs and the bread. So the second one would be the carbs. I'd say this one is where you could say I'm 90 to 95% successful now, which sure I could probably see just as fast of a weight loss continuation if I kept them out completely. So prior to like going on that hunt at the end of August, it was strictly carnivore.
Carnivore is such a great like reset, don't you feel like? Like if you just need to figure stuff out, and I still
if you want your gut to feel good and determine what makes your gut not feel good,
that's it.
Do carnivore for a month, and then start
Introduce
introducing things one at a time. When I mean one at a time, I literally mean like have bacon in the morning for 5 days straight. You will know if you can have pork or not.
For sure, and I think that. I mean, even now, I would call both of our eating, for the most part, I would call it carnivore-ish. Like, it's mostly animal products that we're eating. Yeah. Now, might we have some zero net carb tortillas with our stuff? Might we have an onion or like some vegetables here and there? Yes, but I mean, are we having any sort of sugar or bullshit? No, and honestly, I don't miss it ever. It's so weird. I never have the desire to go like have a cheesecake or something. Yeah. Now, if I'm at a wedding or something and they have a cheesecake, well, I'd probably slam a piece. I might. But I have no desire to go to the store and buy that shit. Yeah. I just don't.
Like today was supposed to be a cheat meal before you leave for the trip, and I'm just literally not interested in it. Like, I'm not hungry. So I'm like, why would I make a cheat meal just to make a cheat meal?
I think we might have a pizza, but like
that's true. We will have a cheat meal, but like we're going to go all out.
And when's the last time we had a pizza? I mean, it's probably been 4 months. Yeah. We're going to share a pizza, you know what I mean? So stuff like that.
Yeah, things like that, like light vegetables mixed in, and like we'll try to do like, we will have white rice occasionally. I prefer to have like cauliflower rice, like keeping it just vegetables and meat. But I think you can live on at least a 90% carnivore diet. Like in the morning, you don't need to turn your breakfast, your egg, cheese, and bacon into a bagel sandwich.
Exactly. Dude.
Just keep the bagel off. You just don't need the bagel.
Have a zero carb tortilla.
And you will have more energy when you're intaking more protein. And then
You just feel better too.
yeah, the third thing I would say that contributes to it. So I would go number 1 is the sugar cut completely. Number 2 would be the removal of most carbs out of the diet. And number 3 would be my water intake, which is key, I think, along with the protein, for the energy levels. Like you noticed the other day when I said I had not had water all day, and I have increased my water intake 100-fold. Literally, I used to have no water. I would have coffee all day long, every day. Now
dude,
I drink
so
2 to
bad.
3 of these a day. This is 64 ounces. Granted, it's filled with ice because I hate warm water. So I count it as like, this is 40 ounces. So I think I count it as like 20-ish because this thing holds the ice so well it doesn't melt, so I'm not drinking the whole thing. I'm just drinking the water in it, so I count it as like 20 ounces, and then I just refill it 2 to 3 times. I should be getting about 64 ounces, so I'm still even a little light on my water. But without the water, my energy level is just atrocious. I mean, I'm needing naps by noon, like it's just bad. Remember prior to May when I'm just like sleeping on the couch 24/7 and
staying in bed all day.
Yeah.
Not getting any sunlight. Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, it's been cool. One thing, obviously, I'm not a dietitian or anything, but I know a little bit just from shit I've learned over the years. But I think the quickest way that someone can lose weight, if that's like what they're trying to do, is just lose fat. I think that if you are drinking regular soda, like the easiest thing you can do is switch to diet soda because it's got no sugar, there's no calories, and there are people that have these like soda addictions, sort of like you had sugar addictions, that are pound like 12 packs of sodas a day. I mean, you're talking brutal for you. Whereas if you just switch to zeros, way better. That's one thing. The other thing would be just try to always, it's such like a simple one, but try to, whenever you eat out or cook at home, try to make sure that protein's like the main thing on your meal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you do those two things.
Protein and water.
And water.
At minimum, the amount of protein that your body weight is supposed to have a day and the amount of water your body weight is supposed to have a day, you will, and if you can stick to it, that's the thing, because everybody wants it fast nowadays. I wanted it fast, and I think 21 pounds in 4 months is very fast. The expectation to be what I want to be at by January 1st is now more than achievable. And then it's all like, to me, then just about like toning and things like that, because I don't want to be a flabby old lady. But even if you don't desire that, you just want the weight loss simply because it's like, you think the mountain's just hard, but the mountain's just hard because you're carrying more weight than you need to.
You
like
were way
Ted
faster.
Noticed it on this. He literally was behind us, and when he finally got to the vehicle, he was like, "You were skipping behind James. You were pushing him," and I was. Like, granted, my knees can't do that for weeks on end, but the energy level to be able to do it, one, is there, and the stamina is better because I'm carrying 20 less pounds out there. Like, that's half some of these people's weight packs.
Well, and you're probably a lot more better hydrated. And you're eating better foods. I mean, think about it. All that stuff adds up to being better. It's kind of interesting. This pod ended up being sort of just like a health talk, but I think it's, that shit's important for hunting or even for archery, because even if you just shoot your bow and you want to shoot for a long time, it's pretty wearing on your joints, and you got to be in good shape. And joints, like, inflammation is huge for joints.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of that bullshit we're talking about in diets, like, heavy processed carbs and sugars and stuff like that, are terrible for inflammation, which is really bad for your joints. So, I mean, that's not good for even just archery. And then hunting, I mean, like you said, you're talking about hiking up a mountain for, 20 minutes straight to get on the top and glass, and then go hike down and all
And then cross
the way to
3 of
another
those same ones, you know, and
That's what I'm saying. Like that's wearing on your body, and being heavier than you should be or need to be, is all that's going to do is make it even harder to do.
yeah. Yep. That's what I was, you know, ranting about it at the grocery store the other day. Comment below if you have any like natural home treats, I guess.
That's
You know, snacks. That is not, please do not leave in the comment peanuts. I freaking hate a peanut.
I love a peanut.
First off,
Oh,
I don't
love
eat
a
nuts other than, and I haven't had nuts since this diet started. I do love pistachios. That's the only nut I will eat. But I don't want to eat nuts and granola. Like, it's always everyone's go-to, and I don't know why. But if you have anything else you have, like you make at home.
Beef jerky's good.
Yeah, beef jerky's fine. I want to try dehydrating bananas.
A lot of sugar, I think, but it's natural sugar at least.
That's the thing, though. Like, I want to get to the point where natural sugars are acceptable. Like, back in the day, people ripped bananas off the trees and ate them, and they weren't fatty McFats.
No.
That's probably not good to say. But,
Who
you know,
cares? Whatever. I don't care. All that one doesn't make me nervous.
But like things like that, like I'll eat an apple. You know, if you want to talk about sugars, like I'll eat an apple that has natural sugar in it. But I don't. You go to the store and you see dried. We looked at them yet the other day, and that's what got me on that rant. Is you see all these products on the shelf that are like 0 sugar or healthy snack or whatever, and you look at the back of it. It takes 2 seconds to flip the bag around, skip straight down to the sugar section, and when you see 32 grams per serving of added sugars on a dried banana chip, that is insane. 30, and there's probably 4 or 5 servings in a bag, and you sit there and munch the whole bag. You just intook over 100 grams of sugar.
Can you imagine?
For a banana you could have cut up and dried at home.
You know,
just don't put the sugar on it.
One thing that I think, to me, it really makes a food, like, for example, like a snack bag, right? Like, you know, I love popcorn. It's like the one carb that I'll have relatively consistently. But popcorn has almost no calories, and it has no sugar, right? No sugar, almost no calories. And here's what I really like about it. A lot of these popcorns that you can buy in the bags, you look at the ingredient list, and there's literally like 2 to 3 things. It's popcorn, oil, and salt. Like, usually that's it. I think that items that have fewer ingredients oftentimes are the better choices than some shit that's got like
for sure
40 things and you don't know how to read half of them.
Yeah.
Like, that shit makes me a little nervous over time, you know, as I've gotten a little older. But yeah, no, I'm proud of you. I think you're doing really good. I'm down in weight as well. Not as much, but yeah, I mean, been good. Yeah, been training, been feeling really good. And
well, so with that, we started this. I told. Did I say it on our trip? I think.
Yeah, you said I want to do this when we get back. I want to do 100 sit-ups a day, which, by the way, you have to do still yet today. I already did mine at the gym, but yeah, 100 sit-ups a day, which doesn't sound super hard, but I also don't generally do sit-ups. So first couple days,
or just core workouts.
No, not really. No. So, anyways, it's been good. I think today was maybe my 8th or 9th day in a row cranking 100, and I really haven't.
What's today? We started last Monday.
Today's Tuesday. So Monday would have been 8, and today would be 9. So today's my 9th day. So 900 sit-ups, look at that, just by adding a challenge. And for me, it's great because I do it in the gym, you know, like I do it between sets. Yep. Or whatever, and then if by chance I'm not training that day, like right now we got a Yankees Blue Jays playoff game on. We'll sit down between innings and crank sit-ups, and they've already gotten much easier from day like 2 to 3 till now. And I can actually see like a little more tightness in my core already.
Yeah.
So
You'll definitely see a lot less
good.
bloating when you do more core
Keeps you tight.
workout, because you are tightening those core muscles,
Mm-hmm.
and which is also beneficial for archery when you go to draw, tightening those core muscles. So I think it's going to be very beneficial. We roped Ted into doing
Oh,
it.
yeah.
He's doing it at his own pace, but
Yeah.
he's doing it every day. And we started a little group chat. So I think accountability is always key, especially if you're someone who is not good. We'll just say not good at accountability, like myself. Like if I don't have a personal trainer telling me what to do in the gym, you can bet your behind that my gym workout looks so easy. I'm over there like with a 5-pound dumbbell, like ah.
Luckily, you got me to hound your ass.
Yeah, and even then, it doesn't push the limits of what I should be doing, like 3 to 5 reps at like my heaviest weight. I'm over there like doing 8 to 12, there's benefits to both. It just depends on what you're trying to get out of it. But
yeah, sit-up challenge is great. I'm really happy.
So we're running that for 30 days.
Yeah, day 9 today.
And then I thought about this because you were laughing back when I was doing my Pilates at home workouts about me moaning and groaning out here. Like, we should put this on a live or something. Next month, we wanted to start a 1 mile a day challenge for 30 days.
Plus 100
Plus
sit-ups.
continue our 100 sit-ups a day, 30-day challenge. So what I think we should do is kind of throw that out there on a live or on a story or whatever, and people can message if they want to join. And you can start those like community groups that come in like a message in your inbox on Instagram.
That would be fun. Yeah.
So then
I like that.
We're holding ourselves accountable by just putting it in our own group chat. But by putting it on there, we can help whoever else wants to join be accountable. And, you could post videos on there if you're doing them or on the run or whatnot, or do them as a live while you're out there running so people can join in, or say like, hey, doing a run at 5 p.m. today. Whoever wants to run at the same time, we'll go live with it, which sounds so like goofy. But I like the accountability of just holding the average Joe and Jack and Jill.
Yeah, it's sort of
help everyone hold each other accountable.
Yeah, I like it. I think that
because there's such easy. We say easy, but like my knees suck at running nowadays, so that's going to be a hard challenge for me. And I know that's a hard challenge for other people too.
Well, and I like that it's like free and just anyone can do it.
Yeah, it's just for fun. Like literally go there. You can watch me moan and groan while I do 100 sit-ups and do them with me.
Yeah. But yeah, super excited. I think it's been really good. And shoot, other than that, I mean, yeah, we shot last weekend. Like I said, that video will be out. You could see the results. That'll be out on Sunday. And I did a podcast with Knock Performance yesterday. Great conversation. I would say he mostly stuck in kind of business and motivation on the talk, which I always love. So it was really good. That should be out, I think, maybe when this is out. So anyways, head over to Knock Performance and check out that podcast with his name's Tyler. Good guy. We're the same age, so that was fun. And then I'm doing a podcast. I'm not sure if I want to leak this one yet. Maybe I won't.
Maybe
leak
wait.
it. I'm doing a podcast in the Midwest though, so stay tuned for that one. And then you're
gonna go meet up with your buddy Ethan.
Yeah, I'm gonna see Ethan Burnham, which will be fun. He just got his stuff stolen at camp, which is a real bummer. What a bunch of bastards.
Yeah.
But that'll be fun. And then I come back from that, and you'll head off.
Yeah, I got about a
do
week,
some
I
hunting.
think. Yeah.
Do some pheasant
I'm
hunting, as we've
excited.
talked about, and some deer hunting, so that'll be fun. And just applied to a couple of states to hunt in the, I guess you would call it winter, fall, something like that. So, but yeah, stuff's exciting. Stuff's really exciting right now.
Yeah, finally coming to a post the end of October, a nice little lull.
Unless we get to go to NASCAR, which I'm really crossing my fingers for. Oh, and I also saw, check this out. So NASCAR, I think, is the 9th.
Of November?
I think. Aldine is playing a show right there, the 8th. like right nearby. Could do both.
We could.
Could do both.
Could do both.
I won't have any tall boys at either.
Oh,
Don't you
man.
worry.
That's the other one. When we go back to dieting real quick, my alcohol intake has become next to zero.
It's basically zero.
It's basically zero. My favorite drink of choice is Jack and Coke, and that's so much sugar. So any dark liquor mixed with Coke. Obviously, I could do Diet Coke, but the Jack's still not good for you. So that basically cut my drinking down to nothing, which is another factor. So we could say 4.
Yeah.
And sugar gone, carbs next to zero, water intake increased completely, no alcohol.
Yeah, I mean,
and you can live just as fun of a life.
Oh, sure you can. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's facts. I mean, even me, I've reduced like my intake a lot this year, and I'm going to do more of a reduction next year. But I still love to tie one on and have fun. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, like you said, you could have fun without booze as well. So it's just like it is what it is. Everyone likes different shit,
Yeah.
But all things considered, again, shout out to Boning, this week's sponsor, along with podiumarcher.com, where it's hunting season and almost everywhere other than kind of I guess it's season here, but it's not the same as whitetail season where it's like everybody's in the trees. So
yeah,
if you need any gear, any archery gear, head to podiumarcher.com, use code teambd, you'll save 10%. And they ship stuff super fast. They ship from 2 different places in the United States. So they ship from Washington and from Tennessee. So wherever you're at in the country, you'll get your stuff pretty quickly as long as it's in stock. So Team BD is going to save you some money there. And shout out to Boning again, bowdisciples.com for some veins and other goodies. And we'll see you guys soon. We're going to have some fun podcasts coming up here with some guests. So be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Bow Disciples Podcast. 5 stars, Apple, Spotify, and we'll see you soon. It's going to be a lot of fun. We might have some podcasts where you're hosting only,
yeah,
and where I'm hosting only. So it'll be kind of fun. Some new shit coming, and then in a few weeks we'll reconvene in the new studio.
Yes.
So, all right, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.